Nobody wins when the family feels.
So, you know, she could keep being a bully if she wants to, but that shit is going to catch up to her. Because it ain't funny at all. It ain't.
Tell us about your sweet. My mama was a good person. She was the best mom. Anybody
taking this woman away from her children. My sister. That is just sad.
You met us. You
met
saw all of us in there playing in there. You gave us stickers. You came and introduced yourself to us. Why take our mama from us? You knew we loved each other.
Sometimes you don't need a long history with somebody to realize they aren't all the way there mentally. It's in the way they talk, the energy they give off, and how they explain things happening around them. While I was in the middle of working on this documentary about a daily rap beef in DC, a war between two neighborhoods that turned one Labor Day weekend into one of the city's bloodiest weekends ever, I took a break and happened to catch a headline that stopped me in my tracks. It was about a McDonald's manager who had been killed while on the job by one of her employees. Sad to say, at first, I saw it as just another tragic story in a city full of senseless violence, something I wasn't even planning to bring it to the channel. But out of curiosity, I started to do a little bit of research, do a little digging, and that's when I came across the suspect Instagram page. And immediately, something felt off. Listening to her speak, you could tell something wasn't clicking. She had even posted a video prior to the incident, venting about her manager repeatedly, about sending her home from work, and she's there on her off day, and she still sent her home. At the time, it might have seemed like a regular rant to her followers, but looking back, this sounded like a public confession in plain sight. The way she worded things, the tone of her voice, it was clear. There was a storm brewing long before the tragic night, so I felt like I had to bring this story to you all. Not just because of how shocking it was, because it's another reminder of how quickly things can go left when unchecked issues get ignored. In this video, we're going to pay our respects to the victim, take a look at the events leading up to this tragedy, and break down what might have pushed this young girl to the unthinkable inside her own workplace. So before we go over this one in less than 10 minutes, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to jump right to it. Fam, if you ever paid attention, you'll notice that places like McDonald's and other fast food spots often have a mix of older employees and workers who might be dealing with mental health challenges or developmental issues. And that's because these companies tend to be some of the only places offering second chances or accessible jobs to people who might have a harder time finding work elsewhere. Whether it's a person trying to get back on their feet, someone with disability looking for consistent income, or just somebody working to make ends meet, these fast food jobs become safe havens for folks society often overlook. Now fam, keep those facts in mind. It's a young girl from Michigan who go by the name of Rising Phoenix. Just 4 months ago, she dropped a song titled, "Accept Me For Who I Am."
I don't even gotta pretend. Accept me for who I am. Accept me for who I am. Accept me.
On her Instagram account, it seems she's into Gotham or this dark type of fantasy. I love masks and action figures. She's in her mid-20s and she worked at a local McDonald's in East Point, Michigan, which is about 2 miles away, or 2 minutes rather, from Detroit. But as of recently, it seems she's been having altercations with the manager, not being put on the schedule and being sent home repeatedly. Less than 48 hours ago, she decided to go to social media, her Instagram account, and voice her frustration.
I got sent home early yesterday. I got sent home early today by the same person. I'm telling you, she's a bully. This shit isn't funny. She needs to understand that just because she's a mother and got children doesn't mean that she can come in this store, you know, disrespecting people, talking to them like everybody's beneath her. She has no respect. And it isn't funny at all. Like, seriously, man, I got share of. And she keeps sending me home early. It's not funny. She's playing games. And then all day, throughout the day, she keeps saying her little racial shit. And then throughout the day, she keeps on, like, putting negative energy in the air, talking about people, gossiping about people. It's not funny, man. That shit gonna have to stop. She's a bully. I'm telling you. She's a bully. She brings a lot of negative energy in there. She always panic when there's a lot going on. And then she try to manipulate that and make it seem like we ain't doing something right. But we are working really hard and doing great. It's just the fact that she panicked. And I caught her a few times making a mistake. And she tried to hurry up and play it off. You know, nobody's perfect. It happens. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, like, somebody might get confused. So it gets busy, yeah. But she needs to stop playing like she don't be making mistakes. I be catching her. So all that animosity that she keep putting in the air and stuff, then trying to tell me I'm always snapping on people. No, that's false. No, I don't snap on people. I don't go in there doing that. I tell her, no, I make peace. That's what I'm doing. I've been creating peace. So all that negative energy that she's bringing in there and trying to manipulate it, no, that's going to stop. All that negative about, her personal life, all of that. No, she's bringing all of that in there and then playing games saying she want to take her belt off and beat somebody. Y'all act like my kids in here. No, we ain't your kids. Respect us. Stop talking to us like that. That's easy. I'm telling you. But to get sent home 2 days in a row, man, and I came in on my off day to make up my time, and she still sends me home early, it's not funny. Somebody will have to do something about that. It's not funny. It's not fair. It isn't funny at all. So, she could keep being a bully if she wants to, but that shit catch up to her. Because it ain't funny at all. It ain't. Then one day she coming in there talking about some, yeah, I broke my door in half and I had to pull my gun out on my kids since this and that. Well, telling us that, like, if you telling us you pulled a gun out on your kids for, you sound like a psychopath. That's what I wanted to tell her. She was talking about some, she blacked out. I'm like, yeah, you must have had blacked out if you pulled the gun out on your kids. Like, I'm like, what the f you telling me this for? Like, she think she's like, trying to make it seem like that she big dog or some shit. What you telling me about you pulling the gun out on a kid? That doesn't scare me. You know what I mean? That shouldn't scare me. If she thought she was trying to intimidate me, that shouldn't intimidate me at all. I don't give a fuck about her telling me about some with the dead. Maybe that's why they always fighting her, to defend themselves. They probably felt like their life was threatened.
Now, the employee she was referring to was 39-year-old Jennifer Harris, a mother and a manager at East Point McDonald's. She also went by the nickname Jamma. She's been an employee for McDonald's for the past 15 years, according to her family. July 10th, 2025. Jennifer was at work. It was early morning at the McDonald's on 9 Mile. The young lady who you heard just vent, she was also at the workplace. But apparently Miss Jennifer told her to leave. Investigators say it started as a verbal dispute. With Harris and her employee, Harris asked the woman to leave, as mentioned like before in the video, 48 hours prior. But a witness at the drive-thru said she returned wearing a mask. But the only thing being visible was her hands, which is how they identified her. She then started stabbing Harris repeatedly, causing her to be DOA. May she rest in peace and love her condolences to her family. But prior to the young girl going back into the McDonald's, she wrote, again, shaking my head. I said, nope, not today. She also wrote, and laughing like it's funny, before doing the unthinkable. And the sad part about all this young woman had knew the victim's kids. Today, no matter how you look at it, the story is a sad reminder of how quickly things can spiral when problems go unaddressed. She was venting days prior. No matter how much you say she's not all the way there, that still don't justify what she did. And the crazy part is you never know what exactly people going through. That's why you got to try your best to treat people how you want to be treated. And I'm not saying that wasn't the case here, but it goes to show you that sometimes people take matters into their own hands, both in the workplace and in people's personal lives. A situation that probably could have been handled with a conversation or a little support turned into a tragedy that claimed a life and ruined another. Rest in peace to the victim once again. Prayers to the family. And anyone who was affected by the story we just talked about, we send 11 prayers your way as well. Situations like this make employees and people alike more aware of the signs before it's too late. Fam, let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.